This is something else too. You went over there, you fucking destroyed it.
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. That's
crazy.
Sway in the morning, man. Yeah, shout out to Ron Mills, man. Ron Mills got me up there on Shade 45. Got me to kick some balls in front of Sway, man, and Michael Rappaport was there that day.
He kept fucking around, right?
He was erratic. Right. He was erratic. It was very early in the morning.
I wither trees and make their leaves to fall off.
Right. You hear shook ones and think about 8 Mile. What? I hear shook ones and think about Trey Pounds. Watch your hands, I ain't got a second to lose. 150 on your face like it's 10 minutes to 2. Pluck a feather from a crow, dip it in the witch's brew. Ooh, stellar melody, shining like the dome on Leonard.
Yo, peace, man. It's Spit Gemz, Professor and the Madman. And you now rocking with the hip hop advocates. Stay tuned.
Yo, it's fucking beautiful. Yo, E, we got Gems in the house, bro.
Yeah, man.
And on top of that, we got my man Cheddie over here.
Filling in today, man. Thank you guys for having me. You know, it's
no doubt. And
big episode.
If they don't know already, I'm De La Music.
It's Erupt.
It's your man John Cheddie, a.k.a. the Brown Pat Riley. You know that.
Yeah.
Filling in for our man Figs, who's out in the Himalayas. You know?
Yeah, y'all got a PTO now?
Yeah, you know, we got 401k,
money,
sick days.
Now. I see that. The money's different.
You know, we take care of our peoples, you know.
Okay. He's on the Figs.
He's in the Colombian mountains right now, having a margarita. Yo, Gems, talk to us, man. Yo, we so hyped for you to be here.
What's the word? I'm hyped to be here, man.
Long awaited,
thank you for having me. Ever since I seen the platform and I seen kind of the model that y'all was, you know what I mean? Off top, I'm like, yo, this is fly. This is necessary. We need this, especially right now, you know what I mean?
Especially for our scene.
Pleasure to be here, man.
Word. Especially for our scene, like our like this level of hip hop doesn't get the exposure. And I call it like, you know, we're not the mainstream. We're the street level. We the dudes out there. We're the dudes that go and support each other. Right, and we don't got this kind of platform to showcase that.
Right,
word up, that authentic hip hop, and I feel like right now I died and I went to Lyricist Heaven. Yo, we got A1 and we got FU in the building.
Yeah, heard.
And what's your man's name again? Skrilla. Nice to meet you, bro. It's fucking great. Yo, matter of fact, talking about FU, we did a performance in Global Goal, and you know I wasn't too familiar with FU, but yo, he got on stage. First thing he did was like, yo, shut that fucking door back there. I don't want nobody walking around. Yo, and everybody listened to him. Nobody was moving. Nobody was talking.
Close that fucking door back
there. That's how you capture the crowd.
Stage presence is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, you were there too, remember? Yeah. But he killed it, bro. Yo, so wanted to ask you, yo, what made you get into music, bro? Like, what happened, man?
So when they first like created me, they knew like, yo, we're gonna have to keep this guy busy or he's gonna destroy the whole world. Right?
Shit.
Nah, realistically, man, this is just a natural procession for me, man. Like, my father and my mother were hip hop heads. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, this is just a passing, you know what I mean, of a tradition. So I think the first bars I ever wrote in my life, I was about 16 years old. And I mean, we used to freestyle all the time. We grew up doing that, you know what it is. But none of us was seriously rapping. None of us really thought we could rap that well. You know what I mean?
You didn't have that format. You're like you didn't have that guidance yet.
That's a part of it. A part of it is I didn't think I was allowed to rap. That's another part of it.
What made you think that?
Well, you know, there wasn't a lot of people that looked like me rapping or coming from where I'm from even. You know what I'm saying? So like Astoria, Queens, we've never really had no big MC come out of there.
Yeah.
And splash on the scene like that.
Everything you heard was the bridge.
Everything was Queensbridge. And it was almost like Astoria being the neighboring town, city, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Its own little world.
Right.
They were giants to us. You know what I'm saying? Queensbridge is like, it's like crazy to even be in such a close proximity to such greatness. You drive by it every day. You know what I'm saying? You go to school over there.
It's a lot of history. Yeah.
It's crazy. So I always felt like I'm from Astoria. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Puerto Rican. I don't think I'm allowed to rap. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how you think of it in your head. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're mad young. You know, but
that's
obviously not true.
We were told when we started rhyming that it's better if you keep your face off of the album because it wasn't that popular to be, you know what I'm saying, Spanish on on the cover. So I kind of feel where you coming from.
Yeah, and obviously all of the giants, the legends, Puns, Joes, even Curious George, you know what I'm saying? We always had people, you know what I'm saying, representing, but it just seemed like you had to know somebody or you had to be a part of a pre-existing crew already or like attached to it in some way. You know what I mean? So just to come out by yourself, you know, it didn't seem like something that was realistic to me. So in the process of freestyling and just me and my homies kicking it and figuring out, like, yo, I'm kind of ill at this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still didn't take it serious until my little man, Christian Vasquez, man. He came to me one day, he had a rap. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, check this out. He spit it. This shit was crazy to me. I'm like, yo, you wrote this? He's like, yeah, I said, nah, hold the fuck up, man. I could rap too. I went, you know what I'm saying? I went back immediately, came back the next day. Yo, what you think of this? He was like, holy shit, son.
So he was like a lot younger than you? Or?
He was a year younger than me.
Oh, okay. But
you know
you
what
still
I mean?
looked at him as like a little
yeah, it's my little man. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Just my little homie and shit. I was a fucking little runt back then,
but
too.
you were just kind of like, yo, if you can do this.
Nah, it wasn't so much that. It was just seeing that he wasn't afraid to do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That
And
confidence,
he just
yeah,
did
yeah,
it. He was
right,
like, yo,
right,
look, check it out. Boom.
That's what I was
You know
saying.
what I'm
Like, that's what I was trying to think. Like, maybe at that age of 16, you didn't have that confidence yet to go full head at it.
Yo, is there an AC in here, Lord?
Yeah,
like,
shit's
holy
shit. That shit is full. That shit's on full blast. And we got the little
right,
fan
we'll
with
make
the little fan at.
Yo, bring the ladies in with the big giant lead.
Word, right?
He's gonna hook you up with a fan right now. Yeah,
Yeah, man. But that shit, like that. But that sometimes, like as a young kid, like it takes time to be like to get that confidence that you get as an adult, as a man. And
For sure.
that's probably what you needed. That kick in the ass from your man's like him boosting you up. You know,
It was just ill to see, man. And he came. That was his first rap he ever wrote, and it was intricate. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no just a throwaway. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, there's shit in here. Like, it's just complex. You know what I mean? That shit definitely lit a fire in me. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to share something with him like he shared it with me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I just wanted to give him the same feeling. And what happened is, you know, like, took that first hit, and it was like, oh, shit, let me see if these 5 people over there think I'm as good as this one person.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Go rap for them. Oh, shit. They like, oh, shit. Next thing you know, it's like, yo, Gemz was the nastiest dude in the neighborhood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, oh, shit, I got a neighborhood behind me. I got people from my neighborhood behind me. They believe that something can come from this. You know what I mean? So a lot of that, a lot of neighborhood pride, a lot of just Queens as a borough, and I stand by this forever, man. Queens is the best borough of all time. You know what I'm saying? And as far as hip hop and lyricists, it's by a long stretch.
Yeah.
You know what I
Talking
mean?
about Queens, you got a track with the almighty Coogee Rap.
That's a fact.
You know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
fact.
So
Peace to
from
Coogee
Queens,
Rap.
he's one of the illest, yo.
Yes, sir, man. That's a shining jewel for me. You know what I'm saying? In my catalog, it's something that sometimes I play this shit and I'm like, fuck how did I get on the song with Coogee Rap?
No, that's gotta be.
How did this happen? I
It's a
grew
bucket
up,
list, right?
You know what I mean?
Bucket
It's
list.
just so influential, that style, for cats from Queens. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
man, and he murdered it. You know what I'm saying? It was a good day.
Yeah, nah, your verse was fucking tight, bro.
Appreciate it.
And talking about Coogee Rap, we know somebody, I won't say no names, who was trying to get Coogee Rap on the track and send him 5 racks, 5,000 to be on the song, and he just sent the money back. He's like, I ain't fucking with you.
Shit.
So, you know, he's choosing. You got to be nice to be with him.
that's
you
what
know?
I'm saying.
It's
Like
not
that.
about
For
the
sure.
money.
Right.
It's not about the money with him, you know?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, no,
That
for
says
sure.
a lot about your skills for get a dude like that.
I appreciate that, man. And trust me, when I got the word back, the producer's name is Jordy Simons. He's the one who brought it to my attention first. You know, I was working on the album, and he was like, yo, I got this idea. I don't know if you'll like it or not, but would you do a song with Coogee Rap?
He added that. I don't know if you like it or not.
Nah, I'm just being, you know what I mean? He kind of threw it out there, like, when he said it to me, he posed it in a way as if there was any other answer. You know what I'm saying? Like any possible way that I'd be like, well, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not even a thought.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, you know, it worked out well, man. I actually we did the song. It was for Jordy Simon's project. And then I asked him, I said, yo, listen, man, I know this is a big question, but can I put this on my album? You know what I mean? He was like, let me ask G-Rap. Let me see how it goes. The rest is history, man.
Word. Amazing.
Which album that was on? I remember
Garley Features.
Garley Features.
Yeah.
And speaking about projects, about albums, yo, let's talk about that banger that you just came out with right now, Happiness of the Knife. What was the inspiration behind that?
The Happiness of the Knife, right? So I got into, I started reading Friedrich Nietzsche's work, like I was familiar with it, but not nowhere next to the level I am now, right? And this ideology of the happiness of the knife, something that can be used to damage and destroy, having the feeling of happiness, right? Now, there's a lot of people, a lot of scholars that have different takes on this. They might see this ideology one way and then say it doesn't really mean that. For me, I took it and made it my own, right? So the happiness of the knife is the happiness of me doing what I like to do, which is kill shit. You know what I'm saying? It's basically, I convinced myself at one time that even if it was skillful, if there was negative shit or maybe ultra violent shit in my music, that I was selling out a little bit, selling out still to my own understanding of the world. Mm-hmm. And I wrestled with that for a long time. You get albums like A Dove in the Snake Pit, you know what I mean? Where I tried to say nothing negative on that album. Like I just tried to lift everybody up, but still keep, you know what I mean? Still give you that grit though. Like, so you don't feel like you're listening to fucking Will Smith or something, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like,
I thought about his speech where he was like, I don't gotta curse or I don't gotta do this and I still come out on top. Pause. But yeah, he said it about Eminem or something like that. You know what I mean? That was the shot that he was taking at Eminem, that he don't have to curse. So wow.
I'm telling you, listening to that album, it made me feel like I could walk up to Tyson and give that nigga a right hook and knock him out.
That was definitely the intention, man.
That's the type of energy you get off of that. You know, the shit you come off. Like, the delivery is crazy. No, I definitely won't.
Even though,
turn that shit to a hug.
Yo, Rub, even
I
like
got too hype.
Like taking care of your body and your mind also, because he gets a lot into that as well.
Yeah, man.
You know, I feel like he's preparing me for an apocalypse or some shit. Like, yo, get ready, cause some shit might happen, some shit will happen. Be prepared. You know?
Yeah, well, and the truth about that is that something definitely will happen. It doesn't have to be anything that's controversial or anything that needs a leap in logic to try to understand. Life will bring you pain. That's just part of this process. You will be challenged by people, by peers, your friends, your family, you know what I mean? And these are the easy ones. In reality, people die all the time. Why? Because we eat like shit. We don't care about ourselves. We hang out with these crazy people when we know we shouldn't. Why not make it common fair in hip hop, right? That we take care of ourselves, that we have knowledge, you know what I'm saying, of what we're putting into our body. It's almost like hip hop rejects that, like on a large scale. It's almost like, oh, whoa.
The machine.
Mainstream.
Are you trying to tell people something? You
For
know
sure,
what I mean?
mainstream.
So I try to put it in as much as I can. You know what I mean? The training, my whole physical aspect of me staying busy has brought me back to life. You know, that's why I kicked that movement is medicine shit. You know what I mean? Because I was like, most people don't know this, but I had a real bad back injury in my life, right? Like a real bad one. I was in bed for like 4 months. I couldn't even go to the bathroom, I couldn't do nothing. I was twisted. And then it took, after that, I started getting better. I still wasn't right for years, for like 2-3 years. My walk was fucked up. I had constant, like debilitating pain. You know what I mean? Slowly but surely, I tried everything. I changed my diet. I went vegetarian. I went vegan. I did all kinds of things to try to bring my body back to its proper state. During that time, I realized like, yo, this is the most important thing in my life is my mobility. As just being able to move,
because
bend, stretch, go to work.
It had to be taken away from you.
Bro.
And it had to be taken away from me to understand that. Now, I've always, more or less always been physical. I've always worked out, I've always trained. But once that happened to me, and I started to get a little bit of my movement back. I was able to stretch a little more. I said, yo, I'm going to put this shit in overdrive in the opposite direction for the rest of my life, no matter what happens. You know what I mean? And medicine, right? So getting my movement back, the more I get, the more I'm able to apply the medicine. You know what I'm saying? And somebody like me, I needed that. You know what I mean? I needed a constant, structured training regimen in my life. Like, that's just the way I'm built, the way my mind works. If I don't have that, I deviate fairly quickly into negative shit. You know what I mean? So, truly my medicine, man.
That's
you know, and that's why I want to share. You know,
It's fucking beautiful, bro.
That's
Shit,
a great way to look at it. You keep your mind busy, you keep your body busy. You know, keep mobile. That'll keep you away from all the other bullshit.
All the drama. Yo, Cheddie, you know that in 2021, I reached out to my man's Spit Gemz to be on the show, and 2 years later we got him on the show. You know what I'm saying? So we hype. So right now I got a few pictures. You know what I'm saying? I was searching. We was doing our research. You know, with you. You know, we got pictures of your social media, YouTube. You doing crazy shit. You know. You doing, you rocking the stage. So right now I got a few pictures here, and I just want you to explain, what you're doing. All right, so here's the first one, yo. Talk about this joint right here. That shit was hard, bro.
no doubt. That's my boy right there. That's Gorilla Nems. Rest in peace, Sean Price, man. That's right in front of the mural there.
Yo,
man. Yeah, that's the 200 video, man. Just one of my favorite achievements that I was able to pull off is a line for line, like a whole song. That's
The writing on
that
that
shit was
amazing.
insane.
And yeah, we kind of overachieved. You know what I'm saying? We went further than our expectations. So yeah, man. Shout out to Nems, man. Rest in peace, Sean
How you
Price,
came up
man.
with the concept? Who came up with it?
Nems just came to my house one day. He just came to my crib one day. He was like, yo, what are you doing? Let's rap. I was like, all right, bet. He's like, yo, let's do a line for line. I'm like, this is going to take forever. What do you mean let's do a line? Just say your verse. He's like, nah, trust me. If we do we started doing it.
Y'all actually structured it like he wrote one and then you wrote it?
Well, I'm not going to give away the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't give
we
it
got
away.
an ill method. Me and Nems got an ill method of how we did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as the writing process started, here's one line, here's another line, here's another line. So we like, yo, fuck that. Let's zoom in. Instead of line for line, let's go 2 words and 2 words.
Yeah.
So let's go
Y'all
words
was
and
like
words.
switching
You know what I mean?
each
Try to
other.
Y'all did a lot of
yeah.
switching
go
on
in
the
and out in
patterns.
different parts and
Right,
try to bring, challenge, because a lot of people go line for line. And obviously, Styles and Jada,
Well,
you know what
from
I'm saying?
TV.
Like,
Yeah, kings of that.
probably the greatest ever. So it's a high bar when you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? And if it don't come out right, you look mad stupid on them. So I'm gonna keep it a buck. And people, you need to know this right now. Don't put that line for line shit out if it's not fluid, man. The whole purpose of it is to get a swing back and forth, to get a flow. You know what I'm saying? It can't if it feels,
And if it's not engineered right.
Well,
and it don't even come
absolutely.
out, and it's not gonna come out right
absolutely, yeah, man. But it has to be kinetic, man.
Yeah.
It can't be stagnant.
either. Can't be forced.
Yeah. It's a beautiful song, man.
Official, man. That video, everything came on fire, yo. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Shit always pops up in my YouTube mix. Super
Talk about
mix.
this, yo. That's a legend
that
right
guy.
there, man.
Yeah, that's DJ Premier, man. That is at a friend of mine. I should say a colleague. He owned a place in Manhattan called Avenida's Cantina, right? And there was a place called Blackbird, I believe it was. Was it Blackbird? The Blackbird. So it's the same building, restaurant up top, and then on the bottom, they would throw hip hop shows in there. So that was one night in there. We was at a show. I walked up to him and I was like, "Yo, Preem, this is the ill part about this. This is the shit that fucked me up." I walked up to him and I stuck my hand out and I said, "Yo, Preem, peace, man. Spit Gemz, much respect." He said, "Know who you are."
Wow.
Let's go.
Man.
That fucked me up right there. Like that fucked me. I was like,
how do you?
why?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
He was like, I'm like, "Yo, can I send you music?" He was like, "Hell yeah, take my email, send me." I was, you know what I mean? I'm like,
fucking
that was
beautiful.
too easy, man. That was, you know what I mean? But obviously, it's the furthest thing from easy, right? But it just felt like refreshing,
Did you
man.
feel like you arrived?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it
that's
felt like a
that's one of
moment,
your-
man.
yeah.
Just to be recognized by this man, you know what I'm saying?
I got a follow-up question. Do you have, is it Premiere? Like, do you have like a producer that you're like, this is like on my like,
It would be Premiere,
He's
yeah.
on it,
It
yeah.
would be Premiere if I could get any producer.
Right.
It would be Premiere. A second close would be RZA.
wow.
For sure.
Okay.
All right. That was great, man. Let's go to the next one. This is something else too. You
Yo.
went over there. You fucking destroyed
You
it.
didn't kill that
I
shit.
appreciate it,
Yeah.
brother. I appreciate it. That's
That was crazy.
Sway in the Morning, man. Yeah, shout out to Ron Mills, man. Ron Mills got me up there on Shade 45. Got me to kick some balls in front of Sway, man. And Michael Rappaport was there that day.
He kept fucking around,
Yeah.
right?
He was erratic.
Right.
He was erratic. It was very early in the morning.
Yo, but
It was a cool experience, though, man.
You went up there to spit, bro. You tore it down, man.
You know the caliber of rappers that have been up there that have done that. You know what I mean? So for you to be
No
in
doubt.
that,
No
You
doubt.
know,
It was
part of
an
that,
honor,
that's it.
man. And
Yeah,
the pressure was definitely on up there, man, because it's you feel it in that room. You know
Yeah.
how many people have been in that room and on them
So let me
mics,
ask you on the
know
other
what I mean?
side, like how many people like watching you like on the side? You have like other people like
Yeah, so I think altogether, man, there was maybe 15 people in that room.
okay. But you obviously know where you at and what you
Yeah,
gotta do.
yeah, hell yeah, and you know you can't fuck up.
Of course.
Yeah, Heather B was there, and Buddha and Grands were the producers that day. Shout out to Buddha and Grands.
And Heather B and Sway, they're like titans in this game. You know what I mean?
For
As far as
sure.
like hip hop
For
media,
sure.
yeah, you know, they're big.
Yeah, Heather B, man, all Glocks down. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and I that was the first thing I said to her when I went up there. I was like, I'm gonna say it to her.
I would have said,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Heather B, Real World.
It was so dope to me to see that song when I was young, man. Especially, you know, living. I've been back and forth from Queens to Brooklyn my entire life. My family is from East New York, Brooklyn,
Gotcha.
and Astoria, Queens. So like my father's side from Brooklyn, my mother's side from Queens.
Okay.
See, it's funny you ask it. 'Cause
We were
we
talking
were
in the
discussing
car.
it, like, yo, he's like, yo, is he from Brooklyn or is he from Queens?
Yeah,
I was like, yo, I'm
I
not
read
even
both,
sure
for
because he be shouting out East New York
doubt.
and the music. I'm like, yo, I'm not even sure, but
I was
it's
coming
not
up
like
with-
he's just one of them dudes that be all
Let's
over
come up
like
with my
F you,
trivia
like,
questions.
I was like, yo, I'm from everywhere.
And I'm
nigga.
like, should I give him more Brooklyn questions? Or should I give him more Queens questions? So I have to like, you know, divide it up.
Queens,
We'll get there.
Queens is the
We'll get
birthplace,
there.
though, man.
Okay.
You know, I technically my mother. You know, it's crazy, man, because we lived in the Bronx too at one point while my mother was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So then like went back and forth to that apartment for a little while, but I don't mention the Bronx ever. You know what I'm saying? I never grew up there. I never had no real
Connections.
connection to the borough. You know what I'm saying? But Queens, though, I learned how to rap in Queens. I had my first fucking piece of trim in Queens. My first fight in Queens. You know, the list goes on, man.
Right.
The home of many firsts.
All right, y'all, let's move on to this one. And this video is fucking fantastic, man.
Yeah. Rifle Experts featuring FU.
Yeah. This is why I
Hell
wore
yeah.
these pants, yo. The army fatigues, man. I seen that shit. I'm like, I need a knife.
You inspired.
Give me the knife, yo. What's that?
Inspired your
Wife, you
fit
didn't let me
today.
outside with it,
Nice.
though.
Yeah, yo, just a fucking ill experience, man. We were out there, man. We out in no man's land right there. You know what I mean? And just playing with big automatic weapons, having a good time.
Yeah, well, you were looking at right there, dude. But
Is there
the
any polo
binoculars.
going
The
on?
reptilians
know you're a
were
polo king.
incoming. I could see them from that point right there.
It has to be.
Nice, man.
Had to be. Yeah, it had to be.
The way he said it.
Yeah, he thinking about that. No, he talking about Red Eye. He talking about niggas from Area 51.
Yo, so hot, but that video, that concept of the video, it was fucking perfect. Y'all came through with the camo and the guns and everything. How you came up with that?
We just wanted to go to the desert and play with the guns.
Fuck around.
You know what I mean?
And you had the knife
All
too.
that.
You can't forget about the knife.
My homeboy is an ex-sniper. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh shit.
he had, he got a bunch of toys, man. He's got a bunch of cool shit. He's like, yo, let's go out here. We'll go to the middle of no man's land.
That's ill.
You know?
I like at the end of the video that F is like
Watching
he picks
that.
up some dirt and he's like tracking shit. He's like that way, and then y'all start moving and shit. I'm
Nice
like, yo,
job,
Metal
man.
Gear Solid.
That
right
visual
there.
too reminds me of that track off of your shit, your EP, the Day 17. That beat, that thing.
That's
shit.
a crazy song, right?
That's a crazy ass track.
Scorpions, rattlesnakes, coyotes.
That's what, like that. That's
Honestly, I thought that
that
was
track.
B-roll.
Like,
Where'd you
I didn't
shoot
think
it?
that
That
was
fucking
happening at that
scenery.
moment.
Oh no, the
I thought that
wildlife is
Yeah,
real,
yeah.
man. The
Oh,
wildlife
wow.
is real in Arizona. It's no joke out there,
Okay.
man.
Yo,
It's no joke out there. The
All
fucking
right.
coyote was chasing us.
That's-
We had the drop top BM. There's a fucking coyote just following the car.
Yo, that
It's
Matter of
different.
fact,
It's different. We used to raccoons and squirrels, right? And then you end up somewhere like that. You see a whole different kind of nature.
Yeah, really, wow.
Yo, was it true what you said, F? At the end of the video, you was like, yo, you said, yo, my partner's in behind the camera taking a dump.
100% true.
all right. Y'all heard it, man. The shit is real.
Partners behind me taking a shit.
Literally.
All right, man. So the last pick I got here, bro. Talk about this artwork, bro. This shit is
I need you to break down that album cover because that shit.
Trippy.
I don't think you have enough airtime for me to break that cover down to you. To be honest, man, this is a layered work of art.
Yeah,
is that the Bible right there?
That is the Bible right there, and it's upside down and backwards. Woo, for sure. But the artist who did this, his name is Yui Sakamoto. He's a Japanese Mexican artist. He's a phenom, man. I mean, like. It's ridiculous, man. That painting, that's painted, right? That's hand painted. That's
unbelievable.
That canvas is fucking 8 feet tall. That painting is humongous. I can't even, man.
I thought this was just digital artwork.
That is painted, hand painted. You got to follow this guy, man. His name is Groovy Genome on Instagram. Yui Sakamoto, or you could just Google him. Google Yui Sakamoto, YUI, and you'll see his work, man. You'll see his collections. You'll see his he's got. I'm telling you, man. He should be mentioned.
You guys connect on this.
He should be mentioned with all of them. All of them.
For
sure. He was
asking,
asking,
how'd you guys how'd you and him link up to?
So I had been a fan of his for a long time. I was just following him and, you know what I mean, supporting his work however I could. And as I was doing the album, I was basically just about done with the album.
Okay.
I had a few songs to do, and I couldn't really land on what I wanted for the cover. I went through a whole bunch of different ones, and then I came across that on his page. I seen it. I said, man, this is it right here. This is the album right here. How I'm feeling at the moment and what I'm ultimately saying. I asked him, and he said, yeah, of course, man, go ahead.
Wow.
It's amazing, bro.
Simple as that.
I mean, there's a
Shout
lot.
out to Yui Sakamoto, man. That is absolutely my favorite album cover of all time, and I don't mean just mine. I mean all the rest of y'all.
There's a lot to take in here, bro. I just found the hidden baby. Yeah. You know, he's just chilling up there.
Yeah, every shade of man that represents.
Look, that shit look like an owl, almost like a bird on top, 2 eyes, a nose, a beak, and then all everything.
Yeah,
there's a lot of shit going. There's a lot of shit going on.
That's
I don't think people take like
I like that.
You can see a lot of
the
things,
importance
like,
of your artwork. Like on your, like I don't know if y'all, I remember back in the day picking up a CD and you looking through like the album, you know what I mean, looking at the photos and stuff like the shout outs and all that stuff, you know what I mean, and like taking the time to the lyrics, right? Taking the time to just pick a good cover like that. It's great.
The artwork is important. Like a lot of people overlook that kind of shit, especially back in the days, like when people used to put all that effort like into making album covers.
For sure. See, the best part of it to me is while you're listening to the album, you can look at the cover, and it's not something you look at it and go, all right, I saw it. You can look at the cover while you're listening to the album and keep finding little shit. And then as you're listening to the album, you'll see certain things that might start make a little more sense to you. You know what I'm saying? So, man, my favorite one by far, man.
Beautiful.
That's one of my. I could say that's my favorite album, Spit Gemz, because I pretty
appreciate
much
it.
Dabbled into all you. You got a fucking big ass catalog. Man.
There's a lot, and that right there, y'all, is searching for Spit Gemz. We found them, man. In the desert. What you doing?
Want perks without a premium? Cash App cards offer you the best of both worlds. Discounts and offers for free, because it's not a perk if you pay for it. Are you confused about perks in general? Let me outline for you what is a perk on a Cash App card and what is not. Discounts on your favorite retailers like Target, Nike, Old Navy, and Sephora? That's a Cash App card perk. Piggyback rides? Not a Cash App card perk. Pre-sales to concerts like Drake, Kendrick, and Karol G? That's a Cash App card perk. And no hidden fees? Yes, that's right. Cash App perks come with no hidden fees. Hope that helps clear it up for you. Cash App offers premium rewards without the premium cost, And while it can't solve all your problems, Cash App can make your money go further, all with no hidden fees. That's money, that's Cash App. Download Cash App from the App Store or Google Play and start collecting those perks today.
So my man Rupp over here, before we came over here, we were asking each other like how you came up with your name.
Yeah, so my rap name was Era, right? It was New Era. It was back in the days.
I know you spelled it differently too.
Yeah, I changed the spelling of New Era. I turned it into just Era, and then I changed the spelling. I used a 3 because my old crew, my original crew, was Third Optical. That was my first rap group I was ever in. Right, so I kept the 3 for that, and I used the H at the end for Broken Home. So I try to put honor my 2 crews in my name itself.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? I changed that because I got into a situation in a bar, and I had to cut somebody, right, with a razor.
Little $150.
I got arrested. Charges were pressed on me. Testified against me. The whole thing. You know. Luckily, I had a super ill lawyer. Shout out to Don Savada. I got around that, and but I couldn't. I was on parole already for a prior situation I was in trouble for. What I couldn't get around was the parole violation. So I was able to beat the case more or less, and I still had to do about 18 months. Yeah. So while I was incarcerated that time, I'm like, I'm changing everything about myself. I'm in that tank thinking like, yo, I'm not coming out the same person. Like I'm a change. You know what I mean? My music, everything, a whole, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what the fuck am I going to call myself? I don't call myself Era. I didn't want to call myself Era anymore because I felt like this dude, man, the people who I was coming up around at that time, they were close to me. They knew and understood my career, what I was trying to do, all of these things, right? And I felt like they didn't deserve to call me that no more. I felt like, yo, nobody gets to use this name no more, man. This shit is dirty now. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
I need something new. What am I going to do? I took what had just happened to me. I said, how can I make this a positive thing? You know what I mean? So, we call razors in New York gems. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man.
So you're just leaving that. You were just leaving that behind. You were leaving that, back when all that stuff was going on. You just want to stay. It's like a new beginning. You're looking.
I wanted to be able, I wanted to be able to have a name that represented me honestly in both my lights. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is, I've always been a person that's tried to move towards positive shit and growth. You know what I mean?
Enlighten
but
people.
I've also always been a fucking animal. You know what I'm saying? So
it has a double meaning. The gems part,
yeah.
The gems part has a double meaning because it's pertaining to the gem shit. Quick to slice a nigga up.
Yeah.
And also the shit that what you're trying to offer as far as in your music.
Gems, spin jewels.
You hear it.
Knowledge.
Meaning, and at the end of the day, that is my style. That is my style. It's
razor sharp,
aggressive, right? Aggressive, but also I'm trying to say something. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get your attention to get a message to you. So it made sense for me. Wow.
Yeah, I seen that you elaborated that in one of your interviews. You said there's a positive and negative aspect about my name. And that's
Indeed.
Was the transition easy to going from the
Yeah, because I had not really broken into any nobody really knew who I was as Era.
But even in the street though,
in music, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they knew who you was, right?
People still call me Era in the street.
Okay.
You know what I mean? My close friends.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, that's an alias that'll never leave you, right?
Yo, Jem said on that album, I gave him $150 like it was 10-2, and you was talking about you gave somebody $150. That shit is real, goddammit. Yo, and I think
no lies, right, F?
The fans,
no lies,
the viewers,
when
man,
we speak.
yo, they want to see you spit some bars, my brother.
Okay.
They want you to get on that stage and do what you do best, man.
Let's make it happen.
So, fellas,
Favorite part of the
think
show,
it's
man.
time, right?
About that time.
Yo, this show improved, man. Fix, where you at?
I wither trees and make their leaves to fall off.
Right. You hear shook ones and think about 8 Mile. I hear shook ones and think about Trey Pounds. Watch your hands, I ain't got a second to lose. 150 on your face like it's 10 minutes to 2. Pluck a feather from a crow, dip it in the witch's brew. Ooh, stellar melody, shining like the dome on Leonard Ellaby. Lemon and celery, keep the belly clean. My leather pelly was crafted inside a felon's dream. Cheddar green with the spoiler kitten, wing on the back, thing on my lap. Case a whole try swing on the Mac. I'm backpedaling abuse, scoop a pebble out my shoe, throw it in the pea shooter. Oops, they never knew. Never you, always us and always up. I bet you know a bunch of rappers and I'm sure they suck. Right, unfold the scroll, behold the harrowing past. Send demons to lift the block, stone carrying flask. Last author of my ilk, silk lining in the bomber, stone flesh. I could charm a gorgon into going harder fire. While liars deny they shadow, I mastered mine, captured mine. Pop a mouth for wreck when it's clapping time. I'm a mastermind, you part of a master design. Decorated muzzles got your master's on. Asinine, the corniest, underworld flunky like Orneus. Thumb sucker, flip on your master to grant me audience.
And the flask went up the steps, carrying the stone. See that thou be not persuaded, but arrange without using oath to release it.
Yo, and that was show and prove, man, with Spit Gemz. Let's go.
Yes,
Killed
sir.
that
Yes,
shit,
sir.
man.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Yo, so talk about that song real quick. That shit is fire. I love that beat. This shit is fucking
Yeah, shout out
intense.
to who did Stone Carrying Flask? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank right now. We'll get back.
edit it in later,
We'll get
yeah.
back to that, man.
We'll drop his we'll drop his at the bottom. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Fire, bro. What was the story behind that joint, man?
All right, so the title of the song is it's from the Testament of Solomon. It's an old maybe pseudepigraphia, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not written by Solomon. That's likely. But in that it's the story of about how Solomon loses his way, how King Solomon loses his way, right? Eventually, but it's also explains how he captured demons and interrogated them, right? Like he would literally trap demons and interrogate them. So what he would do with these demons is he would make them build for him. He would capture the demon and then he would force that demon to build his temple, to do the labor, the actual physical labor. So in the end of this story, he captures this strong demon, a wind demon, right? He captures it in a flask, like basically a wine skin, you know what I mean? An old wine skin. He fills that up and the flask lifts up the heaviest stone that needed to be added to the temple. You know what I'm saying? So the stone carrying flask is the demon trapped inside of there. You know what I'm saying? That's
now I
right.
get it.
So
Right.
you ain't know you was going to church today.
Yo,
You ain't know that.
Church, bro.
You ain't know that. You know, I'm sleeping in on Sunday. I'm sleeping in this Sunday.
I ain't gonna
That's
front.
real.
Sometimes I used to skip church and just go at the last second and just get the little pamphlet and go home and be like, "Mommy, mira, I want to church. I'm a good boy."
But you got the wafer and that was it.
I got
The
proof.
wafer. He bounced. Oh, that was ill, man.
There you go. Yo, Ruck. My man Cheddie here, he got some paperwork. I don't know what he got in store.
I worked on it this week. You know what I mean? Because I know Figs. You know, he's some big shoes to fill. Pause. But yeah, man, I had to make sure. You
You got a little son
Yeah.
for my man Spit Gemz.
some hip hop trivia. Hip hop trivia. Spit Gemz. All right, let's go. Okay, who was the first artist to have his first 5 albums debuted at #1 on the Billboard Top 200?
The first artist to have his first 5
First
albums.
rap artist, I should say. I'm sorry.
First rap artist. Is it DMX?
Sir.
Got it?
I didn't even give him the multiple choice shit.
He got it?
You got it right.
Yeah.
You got it right.
Shit, yo.
All right. Okay. So now we're gonna start in Brooklyn.
All right.
All right. Hov. What was his first #1 song on Billboard? Was it Hard Knock Life, Empire State of Mind, H to the Izzo, or Big Pimpin'?
Dun, 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 dun.
It was Big Pimpin'.
It's a good guess, but it wasn't. It was Empire
hard.
State of Mind.
It was Empire State of Mind.
So it makes you,
Wow.
it makes you think like he came out with so many commercial like club bangers and stuff like that. That was his first like #1. song. You know what I mean? Overall, but not hip hop. No, overall,
It's ill too,
because
because as soon as he said that, when he said Empire State of Mind, I was like, that's the monkey wrench.
Yeah. But no, you know what I thought? I thought it was gonna be Hard Knock Life, because Hard Knock Life, that album sold 4 million records. So I was like, okay, well, he's gonna say Hard Knock Life. You know what I mean? So that was the, but okay.
So yo, Gemz is 1 for 1 right now.
One for one. Let's go.
Yo.
All right.
I just learned something though.
Okay. Which one of these old dirty bastard nicknames are false? Okay. Dirt McGirt, Ace on Unique, Perfection, or Big Baby Jesus?
Perfection.
Let's go, baby.
I went to the strip club Perfections. That's why I added that name. So
Was it Big Baby Jesus?
Big Baby Jesus is the illest one though, for sure.
And you know why his name Old Dirty Bastard, right?
Yes.
Elaborate for the viewers.
Right. Yes. So, which rapper was the first non-Wu-Tang member to do a song on one of their albums? So now these albums are not, I'm not talking about the group album. It could be Ray, it could be Meth, it could be Jizza. Which non-Wu-Tang member was the first they allowed to get into their circle? You know, they were tight-knit. If you guys remember, a little history before, just kind of go into your answer. They wasn't having anybody else like on their records. They were, and not even that, on the tour bus, they couldn't listen to nobody's records. Like they couldn't, unless it was a sample that they were trying to use to make other records, but they couldn't listen to no other rap, so they wouldn't listen to Biggie.
Shit.
Yeah, they would just say, yo, let's start shit, right? So, was it Redman? Was it Cool G Rap? Was it Nas? Or Jay-Z? You know the song?
Yeah, Verbal Intercourse.
Oh, let's go.
This guy's good.
Let's go.
This guy's good.
All right.
All right, here we go. Here we
final
go.
one?
Here we go. Nah, I got two more. I got two more.
Right,
We'll be done.
cool,
We'll be done soon. Because Figs do 5, so I didn't want to come here. I came with 6. So I'm
stepping it up.
Because I was like, all right, he's gonna get the first one like in 5 seconds, so I gotta fill in some time here. You know what I mean? Yeah,
He said, listen, man, if I'm filling in, I'm gonna step it up.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We're sticking with the God MC, Nas. On his song "Life's a Bitch," what was the R&B song that they sampled? Was it "Every Little Step I Take" by Bobby Brown? Was it "Make It Last" by Keith Sweat? Was it "Yearning for Your Love" by the Gap Band? Or was it "Juicy Fruit"?
It was "Yearning for Your Love," the Gap Band.
Got it? Woo! Let's go. Yo, you're not fucking around.
I'm glad that one was multiple choice because I knew that answer, but I couldn't remember it right now.
Getting closer to the keys of the court.
Good question though, right?
Let's go.
But just let Figs know that was a good
Drop
question.
top.
All right, I got one for you. I don't even know if you're gonna remember this, but all right. So in the 2018 interview, the Breakfast Club interviewed Sting, right, from the Police, and Puff didn't pay him to use "I'll Be Missing You" when Big passed away. So there's an amount that Puff has to pay every day to Sting directly for not using
Proper channels.
Yeah. So can we guess the amount? Is it $500 a day? $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day, or $5,000 a day?
Shit. Probably $5,000 a day.
$5,000. And you know what's crazy? When they asked the question to Sting, they were like, "Yo, is it true that Puff has to pay you $2,000 a day to just because he used this song without even clearing it?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's $2,000, right?" And then Puff went in the comments and said, "No, it's $5,000. God bless." He pays him $5,000. That's $1.8 million a year.
Wow.
For using that song. And then Juice WRLD R.I.P., but before he passed, he used it for one of his biggest records, and Sting gets 85% of that record. So
85?
Juice WRLD, he got pretty upset about it, and he told him, he said, "Thank you for putting my grandkids through college." That's what it is, and that's your hip hop trivia.
That's the hip hop trivia, y'all. You heard it here.
I got him on one. You
got me on one.
I got you on one. So,
yo, Gemz, you came well prepared.
Killed it.
And yo, Cheddie, that was fantastic, brother.
Thank you.
You're up, man. I know you got a lot more questions, a lot more shit for.
I gotta walk home. My man Gemz just won the Corvette outside.
Yo, for real. So, yo, fellas, we got a lot more in store. We'll see y'all next week, man. It's the Advocates.
I am able to remove mountains,
Peace.
to overthrow the oaths of kings. I wither trees and make their leaves to fall off.
Right. You hear shook ones and think about 8 Mile. What? I hear shook ones and think about Trey Pounds. Watch your hands, I ain't got a second to lose. 150 on your face like it's 10 minutes to 2. Pluck a feather from a crow, dip it in the witch's brew. Ooh, stellar melody, shining like the dome on Leonard Ellaby. Lemon and celery, keep the belly clean. Nice. My leather pelly was crafted inside a felon's dream. Right. Jetta green with the spoiler kitten, wing on the back, thing on my lap. Case a whole try swing on the Mac. I'm backpedaling abuse, scoop a pebble out my shoe, throw it in the pea shooter. Oops, they never knew. Never you, always us and always up. I bet you know a bunch of rappers and I'm sure they suck. Right. Unfold the scroll, behold the harrowing past. Send demons to lift the block, stone carrying flask. Last author of my ilk, silk lining in the bomber, stone flesh. I could charm a gorgon into going harder fire. While liars deny they shadow, I mastered mine, captured mine. Pop a mouth for wreck when it's clapping time. I'm a mastermind, you part of a mass design. Decorated muzzles got your master's on. Wow. Asinine, the corniest, underworld flunky like Orneus. Thumb sucker, flip on your master to grant me audience.
And the flask went up the steps, carrying the stone. See that thou be not persuaded, but arrange without using oath to release it. And then if it point out to the places where are gold or silver, mark the places and seal them with this seal. And bring the demon to me. And now depart and fare thee well.